Sweet Sweet Cocoa Tea, the life and legacy of a reggae luminariprologue, born by the shore, raised by the sound in the sleepy seaside village of Rocky Point, Clarendon Parish, Jamaica. The world welcomed Colvin George Scott on September 3, 1959. Raised in a deeply religious family in a rural setting, music was a constant companion. He heard it in the birdsong over the Caribbean Sea, in the psalms of Sunday service, and in the bustling rhythms of Jamaica's emerging post-independence identity. Though life in Clarendon was modest, Colvin, who would later become known as Cocoa Tea, found his earliest voice singing in church choirs and local school concerts. The simplicity of village life grounded him, instilling the humility and authenticity that would become a hallmark of his personality and music. Chapter 1. From Fisherman to Phenom. Cocoa Tea's first attempt at recording music came at the age of 14, when he cut a track called Searching in the Hills for a Kingston-based label, Little Willie. The record failed commercially, and for several years, young Colvin set aside his musical ambitions. Instead, he took up jobs that kept him close to the land and sea, working as a jockey, farmer, and fisherman. But music was never far from his spirit. By the early 1980s, the allure of reggae's blossoming dancehall era rekindled his artistic aspirations. Returning to the mic, he began performing with local sound systems like Prince Unitone and Turbo Panic, where his smooth, melodious voice stood out in a genre increasingly dominated by gruff DJs and hard-hitting rhythms. The stage name Cocoa Tea was adopted during this period, derived from the popular Jamaican bush tea known for its sweet, comforting flavor. It was a fitting alias for a singer whose vocal tone was warm, calming, and instantly recognizable.
Chapter 2. Rise to Stardom with Junjo Laws. In 1983, Cocoa Tea made a pivotal move to Kingston, where his talent soon caught the attention of Henry Junjo Laws, a top producer associated with the Volcano sound system and the Roots Radix band. That same year, Cocoa Tea recorded his first major single, Rocking Dolly, a smooth yet danceable track that quickly became a hit in Jamaican dance halls and overseas reggae circuits. The track was followed by a series of popular releases, including I Lost My Sonia, Informer, and Children of the Ghetto, culminating in his first full-length album, I Lost My Sonia, released in 1985. His style was unique, combining lovers' rock melodies with socially conscious lyrics and a subtle Rastafarian message. Chapter 3. Rastafari and the Roots of Consciousness. In the mid-1980s, Cocoa Tea underwent a spiritual transformation. He formally embraced the Rastafari faith, a shift that deeply influenced his music. His lyrics turned toward themes of unity, black liberation, African identity, and spiritual awakening. Working with producers like King Jammy, Gussie Clarke, and Bobby Digital, he released some of the most revered roots reggae anthems of the decade. Songs like Tune In, Must Unite, Holy Mount Zion, and Come Again highlighted his ability to deliver cultural content with a soothing voice and memorable hooks. In a reggae landscape sometimes marked by aggression or slackness, Cocoa Tea's music offered balance. He was the embodiment of righteous niceness, merging substance with style. Chapter 4. Crossing Borders and Charting Hits. By the 1990s, Cocoa Tea had become an international force in reggae. One of his most iconic tracks, Rikers Island, was a poignant narrative aimed at Jamaican immigrants who fell into the traps of urban crime abroad. Modeled after John Holt's A Park Camp, the song served as both a warning and a lament. Its resonance with Caribbean communities in New York and London helped it top reggae charts in both cities. That decade saw a flurry of other hits, She Loves Me Now, Young Lover, Oil Ting, and 18 and Over, the latter a cautionary track about underage relationships. His collaborations with artists like Home T and Shabba Ranks expanded his influence into dancehall and reggae fusion. Despite industry trends, Cocoa Tea remained true to his sound, melodic, culturally aware, and spiritually grounded. Chapter 5. Mentorship and Roaring Lion Records. In 1997, Cocoa Tea took his contributions a step further by founding Roaring Lion Records, a platform to support emerging and established artists. Through this label, he worked with stars like Buju Banton, Sizzla, Cuddy Ranks, and Capleton, proving himself a mentor and visionary.
His commitment to young talent extended beyond the studio. In 2018, during a performance at Rebel Salute, Cocoa T introduced a teenage singer, Coffee, to the stage. It was one of Coffee's first high-profile live performances, and the moment was a symbolic passing of the torch. He also remained politically engaged. In 2008, during Barack Obama's presidential campaign, Cocoa T released a tribute song titled Barack Obama, capturing global enthusiasm and demonstrating reggae's ability to respond to global affairs. Chapter 6, Sunset in Negril. Cocoa T's last studio album, Sunset in Negril, was released in 2014, a title that, in hindsight, carried an air of finality. Although he continued to perform live and appeared on major cruise events like Welcome to Jamrock, he gradually stepped back from the spotlight. In 2019, Cocoa T was diagnosed with lymphoma, a form of cancer. Despite his health challenges, he remained upbeat, according to his family. In 2024, his condition worsened due to complications from pneumonia, but he continued to express gratitude and strength in private. Epilogue: A nation mourns, a legend rises. On March 11, 2025, Cocoa T passed away at a hospital in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He was 65 years old. His death sparked tributes from across the globe from dancehall stars, reggae elders, government officials, and fans alike. Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness called him a beacon of kindness and generosity. Fellow artists praised his consistency, humility, and the timeless beauty of his catalogue. Today, Cocoa T's legacy lives on in every sound system that spins TuneIn, every roots reggae playlist that echoes with Holy Mount Zion, and every young artist inspired by his message, music and mission, legacy and immortality in sound. Cocoa T may have physically departed this world, but his music continues to uplift, educate and resonate. His songs, whether about love, justice, spirituality, or joy, remain relevant in an ever-changing world. He was, and remains, sweet, sweet Cocoa T.